this lesson, I want to talk about one of the additional product research methods that I use to find good potential product opportunities. So for this one, I'm going to be specifically looking for products that are oversized, but just barely so that I think that I could probably either make them a little bit lighter or make them a little bit smaller in order to not have to pay the oversized pick, pack, and ship fees. Now, if the items are really expensive, if they're like $100, the difference between standard versus oversized as far as Amazon fees isn't that much. However, if these products are only like $20 or $25 or $30, the difference between oversized fees versus standard size fees could be the difference between, a very low margin product and a high margin product. So let me show you how I'm going to look for these products using the Jungle Scout product database. Before I start to run the filters, let's just look at these size tiers one more time. And this is standard size versus oversized. So it has to be 20 pounds or less, and it can't be longer than any of these on one of its sides, okay? Now, inside of Jungle Scout's product database, we can search for standard versus oversized, but we can't search for certain dimensions. That being said, there's still plenty of good ways to do this. The way that I'll start with is with the weight, okay? So we know if it's 20 pounds or less that it's standard size. So I'm just going to show me the products are like 21 to, let's say, maybe 25. Let's do 28 because it's like, all right, if these were 40 pounds, it's probably unlikely I can get it down to 20, but 28, I don't know, maybe I can make it a little bit smaller or lighter weight materials or whatever else. And then, like I was talking about earlier, the price point, if it's really expensive, it doesn't really matter. So let's just say 20 to, we'll do $40. I do want to, of course, see products that are selling well. So let's say $250 per month. And the only other thing I'm going to do here is when it's fulfilled by merchant, you don't necessarily have to put like real accurate weights in there. But with FBA or with Amazon, they do like weigh your products. So I'm going to go ahead and check both of those. And then, yeah, I guess I can go ahead and select oversized, even though anything 21 pounds or more is going to be that anyway. I will go ahead and search. So right now I'm just searching the entire Amazon store, and it looks like there's about 700 results that meet this specific criteria. So what I could do is I could go through here and look at some of the items. For example, a 10-place dinner plate set that weighs 22 pounds. There's probably ways, even really just by looking at different samples, you could probably find a way to, or you could probably find ones that just happen to weigh a little bit less than others. Or let's see what else we have in here. We also have popcorn. What are these things? Even just plates. What else? Weighted blanket. I think those weighted blankets are like filled with sand or something else like that. So, I mean, what you could do with that is just make them like a little bit smaller or a tiny bit lighter. Like, let's look at that. I think that's a pretty good example. All right. Glass bead material inside to weight them. So, if I pull up the Jungle Scout tool, you can see that the net of this product, let's say this thing costs, sorry, it's out of stock right now, so it's not showing me the price. What was this thing priced at when it was in stock? $39. So if we calculate, so the net without the product costing an account is $18.50 as an oversized item. But as you can see on here, the fulfillment fee is $15 of that. And so the referral fee would stay the same because it's usually 15% depending on the category of the sales price. So the referral fee would stay the same, but the fulfillment fee would drop from $15 probably down to like 10 or 8. So that means, let's pretend this thing costs, let's say $12. So that's like, with the oversized fees, I'm making $6.50 on this product, assuming that product cost is right. But as you can imagine, if it was standard size, now all of a sudden I'm making about double that amount of profit. So instead of $6.50, 11 or 12 bucks or something like that. So as you can see, it can make like a pretty big difference. So this is kind of a cool way to look for additional product ideas. One of the other ways that you can do it just using the extension instead of the product database, let's do this. What I can do is I can run the Jungle Scout extension on a search page, and inside of the extension, you actually can display all the dimensions. So we'll do all of these, just add in all those columns. So I can see all the dimensions over here. And there's two ways I can kind of sort through these. One is I can go into filter results, and in here I can enter some different filters that I'm interested in. The other way I can go about doing this is, I can just sort by dimensions or weight. And the reason that I like seeing the dimensions here is, remember, if I go back into the product size tier, 18 by 14 by 8. So really, like, I could look for something that was like 19 inches on its longest side, right? So I could look through here. That one was right at 18. Here's what I'll do. I'll filter, only show me oversized. Now, let's see, that one right there, that would just be over, right? Because 15 by 19, I go back and look at here, 14 by 18, so like a little bit smaller box, right? And I would have to make that one quite a bit lighter. But this is another great example right here, 15 by 19. Oh yeah, so see, like this one right here, this is a cool example because this is actually under 20 pounds, but the reason it's oversized is it's like essentially 1 inch too long and 1 inch too wide, or whatever you want to call it. So like this one right here, you could probably just pack this in a smaller box, even if it was the exact same sized product, or just figure out a way to just compress it a little bit more, and then you'd be paying for standard size instead of oversized fees. So yeah, this is just one of the kind of like the many ways that I go about looking for new product ideas. And if you're not finding any really good ideas using some of the other methods that we discussed earlier, this is a cool way to look at it a little bit of a different angle. And this is something that I've never really taught before, and I know that not many people are using Jungle Scout to find products this way. So you can probably find some gems doing this. So that's it. Thanks.